So today you're going to need that towel back for our last session of the week, and we're going to roll it up and place it down our spine vertically. So we're going to align it here through the spine down all the way to your tailbone. So pop that there. Because you're a little bit higher, you might need a little bit more height in your cushion. Let me see how I feel. I'm going to go for my chunky one. So I've got that right up between my shoulder blades and then my head under that cushion there. Nice. And then from here we're just going to take our arms, have our feet comfortably on that parallel line, and take our arms up and stack them over our shoulders, holding this beach ball between our hands. And here we're going to just nice and slowly let the shoulders feel like they just melt away and start to open the hands out wide, nice and slowly. And you're going to feel that that towel just offers a little bit of extension into your back, and hover those arms just above the floor. If it feels like quite a stretch or discomfort for you, then just bring them in a little bit, and you're going to just hold these hands here. And we're going to start to play with the fingers. So you're going to bring the thumb and the finger together and just press there. Hold and release. And then here onto that next finger, thumb and finger together, press and hold. Just notice the tension in the forearms, and then the release. And again, press and release. Last one here, little press, hold against that little finger and release. Good. Then from here, I want you to create fists. And now keeping the arms in this position, can you just bend the wrists back as though you're, or back or forward, so you're trying to bring them in to face towards you, but the arms are staying out wide. You might feel a stretch across the forearm, and then release them out. And now try and stretch the fingers apart from one another wide, and then try and just bring the fingers inwards towards one another. So you're just closing the fingers inwards and then stretch them wide. One more here, in and wide. Back to center, press the thumb against that first index finger, the next finger, after that, last one, and release. And now super slow, just melt those shoulders either side of that towel as you bring those arms nice and slowly back up to center. Good, and again, just imagine the shoulder blades just melting either side of that towel, and one arm is going to come down by the hip and the other arm overhead. Back to center. Again, let those shoulders melt either side of the towel as you switch. Back to center. Two more here. Now notice the back of the skull as you come into your scissor arms, and just melt the back of the skull into that cushion underneath you, underneath the back of your skull. And almost feel a softening of the chin and a lengthening through the spine. Back to center. And then take both arms overhead, nice and slow, and become aware of your shoulder blades either side of that towel. And allow the arms to go over, but just find a heavy weight on your rib cage, so that rather than the rib cage coming with you, you just melt the rib cage onto the towel as the arms go overhead. Not forced, but just soften. And not all the way to the floor, you're just going to hold the hands behind you. And now turn the palms up to the ceiling, and now reach one arm away from you. back to center and reach the other arm away from you and back to center. Keep going here, reach to center and reach back to center. So as you take the shoulder blade away from the chest wall, just let the body just come over towards that side of the towel and back to center. So as you glide the shoulder blade off the chest wall, you feel the rib cage come to. One more each side. And last one. Back to center. Then just melt those shoulder blades either side of that towel and come back to the midline. And with those arms just stacked over your shoulders, imprint your lower back towards the towel and then let it just roll away into a more neutral position with a small hollow in your lower back. And then roll into the towel and roll and let it release out. Last one here, imprint your spine towards the towel and then let it release out. Nice, just holding your imaginary beach ball in your hands but with no tension. Melt the shoulder blades either side of your towel. We're going to pick one leg up into tabletop and hold there. Now from here we're going to take the knee and the foot out to the side, but keep balanced on your towel. So only go as far as you can. Keep balanced on your towel. We're going to add in the opposite arm as your counterbalance. Back to center. Last one. Back to center. And then lower the leg. Find that nice position. Let the pelvis just sink into the towel. Nice little small hollow in your lower back wherever your pelvis rests. And then here, staying balanced on the towel, lift the knee up. Knee and foot go out to the side, so this side's a bit trickier for me. I want to sort of follow my knee and fall off my towel. So keep it small and stay balanced. Add in the counterbalance of the opposite arm. Back to center and out. Back to center. Lower the leg and bring the arms down. Come off your towel and just let the back and the pelvis rest on the floor. Take the chunkier cushion out if you had it in because of being a little bit higher on the towel, and come back to a nice neutral position through the head, neck and shoulders. Just slide those heels back towards your sit bones, not so that the heels are so tucked under your knees, but just so you feel you've got the purchase to peel up into a gentle bridge. And it's a gentle bridge. And then just sighing out to melt the breastbone, rib cage, lower back, down onto the mat. So this is a smooth movement, lengthening out through the lower back and rolling back down. So I'm not coming too high, just hovering the pelvis, reaching the knees long and rolling back down. Last two. And last one. Back to center. And then just take a moment to notice how the spine feels. Just turn the head in one direction and turn the head in the other. Just letting the head and neck roll and release. Back to center. Glue the knees and feet together. Hands come out at shoulder width, palms up to the ceiling, resting on the floor. And now roll those knees to one side, turning your head in the other. And back to center and switch. Back to center, one more each side. Keeping those shoulder blades nice and heavy on the floor underneath you. And switch. back to center. Take a moment to just notice again how the body's feeling, perhaps how the breath may have changed. Then from here, roll onto your side. Then come up. Come up into kneeling. Bring those arms out in front of you and reach up. Bring those arms out just in line with your shoulders and then slightly forward, and turn so that those little fingers just start to peel or rotate upwards. And now we're going to slide to one side and the other. So I'm stacked, knees over hips, but my rib cage is sliding. And my shoulder blade is gliding across the chest wall as I shift. And then I'm going to curl my body, so my breastbone's going to come in, and I'm going to glide and reach there. Wayai Giza. And then come up into extension. We're going to take the arms up, lift the breastbone, and give it large here. Nice, just let the shoulder blades come up and soft. Let the rib cage move with you. Then scoop those arms overhead, breath in, and exhale, nose dive, curl through the body down. Sit back on your heels, soften your elbows, and let the head hang heavy. Plug in through the heels of your hands, tuck your tailbone under into that nice cat stretch, release out into your cow, and then find the halfway position. Back of the hand comes down, we fold through the elbow and take your ear to the floor. Press up and rotate the other way. One more here, and open up. Bring the hand down, switch sides. Reach, take your ear to the floor and open up. And last one, reach and open up. Bring the hands down, sit back, breath in. And then exhale, scoot back up. Peel that chin away from your chest, roll your shoulders back. Notice how the body's feeling. Have a lovely weekend.